Mes chers amis, rejoignez-moi dans le monde merveilleux de l'amour.
Oh girl, I like you, I do. I wanna be a friend, go shopping in a Benz, I like you, I do. I hit you in a lane, can you fit me in your plans, I like you, I do. We went over to France and we woke up in Japan, I like you, I do.
I've done my time now. It's weird when you first come out, I've saved up for quite a while to be able to afford this. The idea, going out for food 3 times a day and stuff like that, go and get me breakfast out, get me lunch out, get me dinner out, loads of people to meet every day. It's the first 6-7 weeks, loved it. Same thing happened last time. I got to about 6 weeks in, and just like, I've got to go and get food. I'd kill to have like a little kitchenette or something like that, rather than having to walk to try and find, or like the worst thing, negotiating for, these kind of, yeah. So no, I'm
You've had your fill.
I've had my fill now. So
How many weeks combined over your entire course of your backpacking journey have you been?
Oh, it's been nice.
That's half a year.
Yeah. We're still living in
That's
a
solid
hostel,
6 months worth. Living at a hostels for 6 months combined out of one backpack.
Yeah. It's fun. I love it. There's something, I don't know, something about it. I think this is going to be my retirement though. I think I don't know. Start working. Yeah, finish university in a few months' time.
Oh, so you're not done with college yet?
No, because I did the backpacking thing. I suspended it for as long as possible. Then I had to come back because of COVID, and then decided to go to university. So what's the problem?
I don't know, it's just, I feel like part of it is also I'm on this trip and I'm I could be in school right now, but instead I'm frolicking around. You know that meme of that unemployed friend on a Friday afternoon, or on a Tuesday afternoon, it's them just walking around drinking coffee. I feel like that unemployed friend.
I mean, you're not sat whereabouts in America you're from?
Huh?
Whereabouts in the States?
I go to school in California.
Okay, so you're not sat on a beach in California. I mean, you sat on a beach in Canggu, drinking coffee. But there's definitely some level of. Is this your first time going backpacking as well?
Yes, this is my first time. This is my first real day backpacking, honestly.
Okay.
I woke up and I was like, oh my god, the world is in my hands right now. Every single decision I make, that's affecting me and
What?
only me.
First impressions?
First impressions? It's been exciting. I think that usually though, when I travel, I do a lot of research.
Okay.
So I know exactly where I want to go, exactly what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And the point of this trip was the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Is to kind of talk to people and just figure out what's good, what the internet has overhyped.
Don't plan anything. I sort of fucked up because I booked a flight from. I booked my flight from Vietnam to Thailand, and then I also booked a flight from Thailand to Australia.
But
So,
nothing in between.
Sorry.
But did you book anything in
No, I
between?
didn't book anything in between. But even then, I felt a bit kind of. I didn't get my pacing right and stuff, going through places, and even on this trip, I've gone too quick through Java. I'm sort of kicking around now in Bali. I mean, it's worse places to be kicking around for a week, but I've sort of felt I've kind of done it now, and I wanted to go to Malaysia, but I couldn't work out the flights and stuff like that.
So what I'm hearing is that you're kind of over the whole beach, tropical paradise energy, and more for you want to explore the city and where people live and where people are.
Yeah, so I find that more fun. When I can't swim, it's,
I guess that is one factor that you can take into consideration when you start to think about why you don't like beaches.
I can't lie on the beach either. With I put factor 50 on and still within 15 minutes, I'm roasted.
Coming here at midnight, I was scared shitless, just also because my parents were you're traveling alone, you're a woman, everyone's gonna try to kidnap you, and objectively no, not everyone.
I don't know anyone who's been kidnapped yet, but yeah, again.
But you also wouldn't see them.
But no, it's, to be honest, I think Asia is safer than Europe.
That's what I've been hearing a lot.
Yeah.
Why do people say that?
I think if like you're more likely to get scammed than pay, you know, you pay too much for a taxi or whatever. But I think any sort of problems with, you know, harassment or it doesn't really happen.
Your heart's so big, but the rest is used.
Sort of the one thing I regret from this trip originally, I was going to go south from, rather than do Cambodia, I flew into Bangkok and then to Cambodia. I was going to go south to get to Indonesia and go through Malaysia and then to Singapore for a few days. And the one thing I regret is never going to an Asian city that is like, you know, wealthy and built up and sort of, you know, just and to see what it's, because obviously if you go to Vietnam and stuff like that, you know, it's a lot different and you see the kind of the culture there, people, and like here, like I wonder here sometimes, I go around, walk around the streets and you see people, maybe they sell cigarettes and they open up the shop's in front of the house and they sell 15 packs of cigarettes and 20 bottles of water a day. And that makes just enough money to pay for the food, pay for the bills. And apart from that, you know, there's no stress, there's no kind of chasing the next goal, you know, families around, all very relaxed. And then you go back to England or the US or something like that, and I sometimes wonder who's got it right? Like, what's the, you know, you don't see your family for, you know, a few weeks because you're stressed at work, and, you know, who's got it right? Is it right to be, you know, sort of a kind of slower pace of life where it's more collective and everyone kind of looks after each other? Or is it better to have the kind of individualistic kind of style of life, but then you get the opportunities to go, oh yeah, I'm just going to go travel for a few months. Like, what's better?
How long have you been selling here?
No, this is around 4 years. But before I'm not sell bakso, I'm just work in the Batu Bolong. Yes, be waiters, and then like a purchasing, and then take care with the like a small restaurant from the Balinese people.
Why did you move to Bali?
So before I'm just single parent. My children school in Java, so that's why in Java it's not good work. It's not working because for the get some work, of course, but the salary is so very cheap. The salary is so very cheap. It's not enough because I have 2 children school, and then with the for it, and then for so many things. That's why I come to Bali. About 8 years, I work in the restaurant Batu Bolong in Canggu. So when I already 42, I stop off. I sell bakso. I try to sell bakso here. Thanks to God, this is works. But I have to fix, yeah. So what about the taste? Oh, the taste is still like this. Oh, maybe they need a taste like this, like that. And try until the people like with this bakso.
And now the chicken ball is real
Chicken ball, real chicken ball, beef and real beef ball. Sometimes the people is not bakso, but the taste is not bakso.
So what time like do you make all this?
4:30 in the morning. 4:30 in the morning when already pray to the God in the morning, I go to market. When I work bakso, sell bakso, this is rarely with 6. When I work with on the restaurant, I don't know why. This is so very often with 6. Maybe this is happy, make me feel happy, enjoy. Okay, it's not in pressure. If I work with the person, maybe just pressure. Oh yeah, you have to do this, but this is my own.